breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to be. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. There'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Look on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation Pride.
All righty, good morning, folks. We are BOGO, back to back, buy one, get one. We were live yesterday, live today. Guess what? We're live all 5 days next week. Got a somewhat busy week next week. I get to hang out with Pinellas County EOC, invited me down to their operations. We're going to be working together this season, so I'm pretty excited about hanging out with them Monday. I just got a text. I have a dentist appointment on Wednesday. That's not on the schedule. That's not like that's not a hurricane thing. I told Julie, what am I getting a text for? So yeah, and I might be doing Bob Thomas' show. Bob, if you're watching, we'll try to figure out a time. Bob always messages me when I have so much going on. But anyway, good morning, folks. This is our Daily Brew coming to you live from Oldsmar, Florida. We don't have a dog today because we got a softball weekend. So I got this little guy. Somebody mailed me one time. I don't know. We can kind of leave him on my shoulder maybe. He'd be like a little pet. There we go. Somebody mailed him years ago. So that's Louie and Hunter's cousin. What are you looking at? So the dogs are down at the home away from home as we have a softball weekend ahead of us. So heading over to Lake Mary. I'm going to swing by the new ABC there in Winter Garden. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, proud sponsor of our page for 5 years, supporting me and the page and everything we do here. And we really appreciate it. They got a brand new concept store in Winter Garden. It's like out of this world. Totally new. I can't wait to see it. So I'm going to stop there either on the way or the way home on Sunday. So maybe I'll do a little Brew Crew live on that. But big thanks to them for all their support through the years. We got a little talk about. We got Tropics to talk about. Let's find a graphic to put on here real quick, and then we're going to say hello to everybody. Let's just put this one on. I usually like to say hello for a while. This is a water vapor loop. Coincidence on Alexa. There's a heat advisory South Florida. Correct. You must be down in South Florida, April. Cousin Huey. Louie and Hunter. Huey. I like that. Huey. Tired. That's cool. This is Huey. Huey in the news. Huey in the weather news. I love it. Huey. Let's remember that one. Oh, hey, Ian. Yeah, look at that rain down by Jamaica. I got that up for you. There's a lot of rain. Look at that green and blues rain down there. That's leftover That's a big old blob of juice. Man, we got a big old blob of juice coming next week. We're going to talk about that. Renee, yep, Sahara dust, keeping things calm for the most part. Usually this time of year, very, 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 very slow in the Atlantic. Don't get much in the Atlantic. So I don't know why you're getting phased out there, Renee. Your comments are hidden. Good morning, Ryan Sullivan. Richard Reamer, what's up? You get any hail over there yesterday in Old Galley? Jessica Johnson, thank you. Yeah, I'm open to all that stuff. So just having some talk, that'd be fun. Kevin from Lakeland, what's up, Mr. Lakeland? We'll be driving through your hometown. Yeah, Jacksonville needs rain. Michael and Steven. Heat index, and we're going to talk about that for a second. Moist. I want to do a shirt that just says moist. I wonder how that would go. Not really good. Yeah, there was April. We're going to talk about the storms from yesterday for sure. Yeah, Shelly sent me a picture too. Yeah, there was Storm Prediction Center had us under yellow though. I had a couple give me a hard time. They're like, you know how it goes. They so typically this is just, so I posted something about the SPC map and they're like, oh, that's just typical summertime. We get it. Well, no, not. We normally don't get a yellow number 2 SPC warning for normal stuff. Hey, I got a book that was mailed to me. I can't wait to read it. It is a children's book, and I told her I would read it, and I just got it. See, came priority mail. Look at that. I got your book. Woo, this is cool. I'm going to take it with me this weekend. I told her I would read it. It is a children's book about hurricanes. And I said, cool, look at the back. Isn't that neat with a palm tree? So her name is Janelia Mejia, M-E-J-I-A. Sorry if I missed it. Thanks for taking time to look at my book. There you go. So I'm going to look at it. Mateo in the Hurricane, a story of preparedness. Look at that. So I will check out the book. I love it when people send stuff. I tell them all the time, I will be glad to look at your stuff. So, anyway, so let's talk about the weather. So we got a little bit of tropics to talk about, believe it or not. Hey, listen, we're going to briefly tease things. So we've always had supporters of the page, subscribers, always had it, always will. But I've been working on a new chat area for our supporters as a little perk. So we're going to start teasing it more and more and more. MWPchat.com. MWPchat.com. I put all my posts there. And I also have exclusive posts there, which I used to always do on our other message board. But this one's independent. This way we have people that follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X. We can all meet in the middle like the old Diamond Rio show or song. So for as little as $4.99 a month, you can support us with a lot of perks. And we've had supporters for years, and we mail stickers and shirts and Christmas cards and all that good stuff. So we have a Cat 1, Cat 5 level. But anyway, we're going to start teasing the MWP chat. We're streaming over there right now. We actually got 41 people watching. Pretty cool. All right, so here's the webpage. Here's what we got. This was yesterday. So I always post controversial stuff. Apparently heat index is a controversial subject. So all I posted was, do you believe in heat index? Because some people don't like the word heat index. But man, it's hot. I'm telling you, I got friends that work outside. They're telling me it's hot. Like hotter than normal. Like longtime Floridians are telling me it doesn't, whether it is, whether it's not, I don't know. But we were triple digits yesterday. This is one of the real-time maps. We were triple digits through the whole state of Florida. We had 110 plus in a lot of spots. We had some big storms yesterday too. So whether you believe it or not, it's hot. We have a South Florida heat advisory today for heat index. So, do you believe in heat index? I don't know. It's just hot. So that's that. I had a lot of fun reading the comments. This is a cool link. A lot of you might not know I have this link. So I have a lot of links on the page, like a bazillion, maybe more. What's more than a bazillion? A million times a million. But anyway, on the very bottom of the page here, where I have some temperature stuff, right here, I have current heat index liters. Right there, look at that. Current heat index liters. This updates every hour. So if you want to know the current heat index, this is coolwx.com. Key West is leading the pack. If you're in Key West, it is the hottest in the country right now. 104.6 heat index currently. If you stepped outside in Key West and you think it's hot, it's 104 degrees hot right now. Now, yesterday, Texas, Corpus Christi, 121, 121, 118, 118. So Corpus Christi yesterday was hot. But it's hot. So anyway, there's that link if you want to see it. All right. Yesterday's map. Let's talk about this real quick. We're going to talk about tropics. Don't go anywhere. There's something to talk about. But yesterday, we had 2 tornado reports yesterday. Remember we talked about the day before in Maryland and Michigan? Well, yesterday we had a confirmed tornado down in South Florida. I'm not sure yet about the Orlando one, but just goes to show, man, even without a tornado watch, things can pop up. Luckily, the one in South Florida was in the rural part, Eric, my buddy, told me. Yeah, totally, Tammy. It is comparable to wind chill, 100%. Like if you go to the Euro map, Tammy, it says wind chill dash heat index. It's it's a combination of dew points and temperatures, but that's what your body thinks. But anyway, it was a stormy day yesterday in Florida. A lot of hail reports. My good buddy William Sell from DeBerry or DeLand, one of the D towns. Bill, I don't know Bill. Is it DeBerry or DeLand? Anyway, he said they had some hail over there, and I circled where it was at actually, and I sent him a text. Actually, we had 2. We were eating lunch or dinner, and I sent him this. I circled the 2 areas. You can see yesterday there are two separate areas that look like hail, and he said, "Yep, that's right where I'm at." So there was definitely hail in Florida yesterday. All right, weather today, real quick. Let's talk about that, and then we'll get right into the tropics. I promise. Morning from Merritt Island, Mr. Brian Paul, 3-year little sticker there, cool. Merritt Island, that's close to Shelley. Don't be scared, Mark, about the water temperatures. Trying to stay away from too much hype. There's a lot more that goes into hurricanes than just water temperatures. But still, what's control? What is that? Yeah, Katie, correct. You can. You can say anything over there, Katie. I'm not afraid. Shelley knows what I'm talking about. She knows what she can say over there. I can't. So here's the storms today. This is Friday Storm Map Storm Prediction Center. When you see, it's funny. Emily's going to SPC. Morning, Mr. James Softball. How about the World Series, man? Jacob, I don't know what that is. I need to look into the discard. The softball World Series was a lot of fun watching. Florida made a good run. Ironically, I was in Oklahoma City 2 nights ago. Went to Buffalo Wild Wings. It's the only thing open late night that I've learned traveling. And bartender girl asked me where I was from. I said Florida, and they're like, "Oh, we're sorry," but it was just kind of cool to know that Oklahoma City, they were all watching softball. And I'm like, that was cool because that's obviously Emily. But here's storms today, middle country. Little bit of pop-ups in Florida, very random. Florida storms look like Middle Eastern today. Nothing's showing up dark green or yellow like we saw yesterday. So not expecting anything too severe, but little pop-ups, yes. Here's tornado chances tomorrow or today. Brown, probably get a tornado watch. There is your severe wind outlook. Could be 74 miles an hour or greater. So we could have a little Boeing storm there today. Big winds. And hail. Tomorrow, not much. Middle country. Looks like a big fish. Ooh, look at this little guy. Hey. We'll give him a little flipper. That's tomorrow. Saturday, storms. Again, random pop-ups down in the south. And then on Sunday, nothing really. Nothing long range after that. So there you go. Not much cooking. This is a storyline, though. Let's get into the tropics a little bit. All right. So a lot of buzz, including me, talking about next week. And we do have some rains coming. So it's what's coming after this that I'm really curious about. So I believe everybody's pretty much determined next weekend doesn't look very tropical. We're going to have a big surge of juice towards the state. Pretty hefty numbers through next Friday. I will admit they have not backed off. Dark red is 3-4 inches. We get into that orange range. That's 5 to 7 inches. So could see a lot of rain next week. Most of this is a combination of the next few days for South Florida, but the big stuff starts coming in on Monday, but really, really heavy rains middle week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe some into Friday. So we'll get into that. But that's the big storyline for next week with the rains. And daily, let me just kind of show you what's going on daily. So here's today. You can see South Florida pop-ups, South Okeechobee. Here's Saturday. Kind of the same. That light green is like nothing. So, you got to be cautious with maps like these, Florida, especially, Southeast especially. When you see light green, it's just kind of the conditions are there for very random. So even though it's not showing 2 inches, we get a real random supercell thunderstorm, you get 2 to 3 to 4 inches maybe. So it's deceiving. But overall coverage is very light tomorrow. Here's Sunday, same. Middle U.S. Sunday. Now here's Monday. You can start to see this stuff kind of sneaking into the picture here. Monday. And then on Tuesday, it really sneaks into the picture. This is significant rain. And then on Wednesday here, again, it's past Interstate 4. Here's Thursday. And this map only goes out 7 days. So, yeah. There you have it. One way to look at it here, let me show you what the heck is going on with that. So currently we got a lot of juice down there. We got a bunch of tropical waves down there. Tropical waves combining with an old cold front that's going to linger. Let me show you what's cooking. Let's just kind of go to the Central America side. Look at the Gulf of Mexico. Look at precipitable water. This is kind of where we're at now. You can kind of see this juice hanging around basically Caribbean, Hispaniola. A lot of it over Central America. But what happens is during the week, we get a front that comes in over the weekend, kind of lingers, and it starts to inch its way up. And, the red is moisture in the atmosphere. So Tuesday, Wednesday, really starting to pick up here. This is the Euro. Euros went a little farther north a few times, a little farther south. This latest run here, a little more moisture north of Florida, north of Interstate 4. So just know that this little surge of juice can come, anywhere. Some of the models had 7, 8, 9 inches South Florida. Some of the models had 7, 8, 9 inches Middle Florida, Tampa. Some of the models have had a little farther north, the CNC models. So the idea, the messaging is there's a big surge of juice coming up towards the Florida Peninsula. And then what happens is, okay, so this is next weekend. It could linger. The following weekend, this front could hang around a long time. This would definitely increase rain chances the following weekend for the Southeast. This is the leftover front. This is next Saturday. But what we're starting to see is now that you have a decaying front, that is the classic tale of fronts that you hear about all the time. So we're starting to see a little chances of maybe something trying to get going. I teased it yesterday, and it's not back down at all. Upper Gulf, Western Gulf. The following week, we're going to digest all that here in a little bit. But crazy little pattern right there, isn't it? Very, very, very wet. Let's check out the latest rainfall predictions from the Euro. And, the latest run has it going up towards more North Florida. And this is heavy. This is 6, 7, 8 inches plus. That's a big shift in the Euro. GFS here. Let's take a looky. more, everybody. That's a lot of rain. I'm telling you. This is a foot plus. Now, the GFS might be a terrible model with Tropics, but we still use it for other reasons, another weather. But, man, that's incredible. Possible rain through all of next week. Could be 12 inches. That light purple is 14 inches. Crazy. Canadian model was, I haven't looked at it today. It was showing more middle Florida. Now it's kind of a little more north. This is through the week. So you get the idea. Somebody's going to get it. Somebody's going to get a lot. But who knows? Who knows? Who? That's your big three. Yeah, we can do ensembles here. GFS kind of showing you, South Florida. So anyway, a lot of rain's coming. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's take a breather and drink some coffee together. Cheers. Good morning, Ms. Bennett from the Florida Panhandle. Water bill, Jessica. Yeah, we got reclaimed. I don't know. Our water bill just went up, by the way. I don't know what happened at Oldsmar. I have to ask them about that. Ian, you're going to Wisconsin Sunday. I don't think you got anything to worry about. We just kind of looked at all that. There's nothing organized. So, nothing organized. So, should be all right. Hey, Father's Day. Heck yeah, Gina. Yeah, every day is Father's Day for me. I did buy my dad this present, by the way. I'll tell you when, there you go, Nick. 4 inches in the berry last night in about an hour. See, that's what happens. Cliff, you're right. 2 to 3 inches. It's wild. So, you see these broad rain maps, but it's those isolated cells that get all the action. So, everything's up. Well, that's true. I got a new yard guy, and I'm like, yeah, I understand. Everything's up. Everything's up. Everybody's up. Everything's up. Hey, we haven't been up. We're still $4.99, the best deal in the world. Long time ago, we had subscribers at $4.99, and we didn't do anything. But now we do a lot. You can go to the subscriber page right here, by the way. We have 2 ways you can sign up right here. Boom. Check that out. We have a yearly, weekly. You can do it with Stripe or PayPal. And there's our new logo. It's pretty cool looking, by the way. This is kind of what it looks like. So, that's the secret. It says I'm live right now. You can watch me over there. All right, so let's talk about long-range traffic. I'm thinking about traffic. We're heading over to Orlando. Good morning, Miss Mary Carroll. How you been? You going on our cruise next time? You missed last time. Port Canaveral, Bahamas next week, Ronald. Great question. Yeah, let's see what this front's going to do. Let's do this for our friends of Bermuda, too. Whatever comes up out of the Caribbean pretty much is pulling north. So, at least with the Euro, you're seeing the heavier rain to your north. Not really. Yeah, see, that's the GFS rain. Look at this. Oh, this is crazy. Look at those GFS rain totals. Cape Coral, 12 inches. Marco, 12 inches. Sarasota, 11 inches. Tampa, 11 inches. This is crazy. This is the next 10 days. This is because this front could linger. Linguini. Euro showing it to the north. So, again, bottom line, it's almost like we're seeing here, then it's here, now it's here. So, I'm gonna make the best forecast ever. Anybody in this area might get rain. But seriously, there's a lot coming. As far as Bahamas go, though, great question. If we got anybody cruising, let's take a look more at where the hell is this one? Okay, so there we go. We'll just kind of look overall pattern here. A little bit here and there. there's your, see, we got a high pressure building in. There's your low pressure Monday. High pressure, pulling things in. And look at, most of it might stay to your north. So yeah, you don't look too bad. Bermuda looks fine. Look at that big old H over Bermuda. Waves, not really seeing much either. That's good news. Very calm. Good news. So I would say if it was me, I wouldn't. I mean, you're going to have afternoon thunderstorms here. You can't stop those. But look at that big old H through the week. That's just driving in all this around that high pressure. So that's what's coming. Now let's talk about tropics down the road. This high pressure might be what's going to make something do this. Because high pressure blocking things next week. Let's dive into that. So, all right, coffee time. James, what's up, buddy? I think you could just go to PayPal, buddy. James, you see those highlights from Emily? Man, she actually did so good. I was proud of her. Tails of Linguini. High fours on my brain. Rodney, correct. GFS was sniffing something up. I mean, I'm not sure. It was a little late in the game. Well, it was predicting a little too early. Look at this tropical moisture here. This is on Bay News. So this is Spectrum 9, Klystron 9. They have a great page here that I link, and you can go to their page here, and it's awesome. They have all kinds of graphics too. But look at this. It's not even moist. It's very moist. Blue is very moist. And that area is pretty much what's coming up. A lot of tropical waves coming across. Long range tropics map here showing the Pacific. Like I said, we got a lot of tropical waves. Remember, if you weren't here yesterday, long range tropics map showing basically general area next week and then the following week. You know, just saying this whole Central America area is juicy. A lot of rain for Central America. But, you know, waiting on that first system. Every day that goes by is one day closer to the end of the season. We got a long way to go in a short time to get there. Here is the tropical wave we talked about yesterday. It made that huge journey from Africa. Still pumping westward. And we have a wave here, wave here, wave here. And one of these waves is going to help juice up what's coming next week and the following week as our pattern is pulling up that juice. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 waves right now. All right, tropic time. Let's go to GFS. What's up, Braxton? I told everybody, so my gut feeling, Amber, I love history with, that's a cool little tidbit, Amber. Said the wasp, old timer said wasp build nests higher when they anticipate floods down the river. Interesting. Thank you, Gene. Appreciate you watching over there on YouTube. Good morning, Miss Tracy. We'll close out YouTube with our friends from Direct Remodels, Florida folks. We try to end the show every day with one of our great supporters. Yesterday we talked about our Tiger Dam. It's Michael, Steven, I love it. That's one of my favorite movie. So, yeah, Rodney, I did share the latest Euro. It's the Euro predictions is unbelievable. I talked about them yesterday, but they also are cautious because it also predicted a high 2022 season, but we still had Ian and Nicole. So again, it only takes one. And with these water temperatures that everybody's hyping, I'm trying to slow down the hype on the water temperatures. Gerald, that's too kind, buddy. What's up? Nancy from Miami. Sarah, thank you. I like you, Sarah, even though you don't have an H on your name. Anyway, all right. So let's go to tropicaltidbits.com, and we will show what's cooking. So yesterday I debated or not teasing where maybe we should be watching down the road. So there is still overnight, I wake up every morning, luckily, and try to verify things that I saw the day before. And we're still seeing this tail of the front that's going to linger through the Gulf, possibly try to pull northward into the Gulf of Mexico the following week. So that's the storyline. And here's what we got. So blues are low pressures. Remember, anything 995 and up isn't anything to stress about. Heavy rains. But this is on tropicaltidbits.com. Latest GFS showing you this frontal line Monday. Kind of lingers. There's your weak low pressure Wednesday, Thursday. And then things start happening over the weekend. And models have been like everywhere. Now that's not organized, but it's going to the north into early next week. Okay? Yesterday's overnight 0-0-Z run, a little more organized, nothing to worry about. This is a week from Sunday. Kind of pulls it north, a little bit to the west. 1,002, nothing strong. Yesterday's 18Z kind of showing you that same bubble of something, trying to go somewhere, just sloppy. But, frontal lines produce a lot of wind shear, and here's yesterday's 12Z. So you can see the last 5 runs of the GFS, even though it's not a very good model, at least it's consistent, showing you the following weekend into early next week. No, I say next week, I'm talking about the following week. GFS is there, Euro, let's talk about that. It's showing our front digging on out of here Wednesday, and then kind of starting to show lowering pressures in the Gulf. Nothing to worry about, but it's been consistently showing leftovers getting pulled up. Now, the one model that they have goes a little farther out, 10 days, is this experimental AI European model for this, basically this season. We'll get a full run on it. Here's next Thursday, week low, 1,009, not organized, but it is showing this pulling up next week, midweek, a week from next. So this is the 18th. So the bottom line is this. That's weak, but there has been a couple runs a little more stronger. Nothing to stress about. 998. This is the Euro. A couple days after the GFS. So, that is consistent. And here's the 18Z, a little more towards Mexico, Texas there. The 12Z. So that's consistency. That's enough to talk about. Long way away, but still the idea that we could have something pull up. Canadian 10-day, showing you blob of rains the following weekend, kind of pulling up towards the Western Gulf. So you get the idea. That is not breaking news. It's not, oh my God. It's just, hey, Upper Gulf, Texas, you might get some tropical juice to watch the following weekend. Some of the ensembles that I like to look at. Let's take a look. I clicked way too fast here. Ensembles are cool. They are sniffing the same idea. There's your GFS ensembles. Now, these are just very random runs, but they do paint a picture that after next week's rains that go through Florida, we start heading into the following weekend, and we can start to see a few of the ensembles saying, hey, we could have a little something. And notice that same trend, north, Gulf, west. Frontal line next week, over the weekend, the following weekend, breaks down, high pressure builds back in. Anything that pulls up, likely north to the west because of that high pressure building back in. So that's kind of the steering patterns. You like to look at long range steering patterns that if anything were to pop up, it would probably be more upper to western Gulf. Tropical cyclone probability map showing you the same thing here. Not a lot of color, but it is worth pointing out we're in the purple range. range. we have exited the gray range, and now we're in the purple range, which is 10, 15, 20%, whatever. But we're not any more less today on the idea that I brought up yesterday. So I always debate whether to go in on an idea unless things show confidence. And it's the cry wolf thing. So today, even a teeny bit more confidence, we're going to have some tropical juice into the Gulf the following week. Now, again, nothing's showing too severe, so that's good. Hayden, 7-year anniversary. Hunter's going to Cancun June 18th. Nobody, well, that's kind of far. A little too far. Well, not really too far, honestly. Yeah, I would bring the poncho. But if anything starts to pull up out of here, it might be on its way out by then. So you might just be there right after it's leaving. So I think this is going to be out of there just in time for you. No reputable models, Jason Triplet, buddy. You're going on the margarita ship. You need to let me know how that is, man. Because the other one I've heard, I see TikToks, it looks bad. Some of the videos I've seen. But yeah, let me know how your trip goes, Jason. That's awesome because it's brand new. It's brand new Margaritaville ship. I think they just refurbished another ship. So anyway, Sebastian, what's up? Jessica says Sebastian here. Another refurbished ship. Yeah, I'm curious too, Bob. Flying to Germany, Mary Kling. How about that? Cletus Snowman. Okay, so that's that. What else? That's about it, really. I mean, we can look at. I do want to look at GFS ensembles. So we kind of got the idea that the Euro's sniffing it out a little bit. I'm going to wait to talk about it later. But here is kind of what the latest GFS is kind of hinting. I know it looks like a lot of nothing, but believe it or not, it actually tells a lot right there. This is the 16th. I know the GFS is everywhere, but the idea is the same. Things are pulling up around the 16th, 17th, and 18th, which is the following weekend. And, so there's decent stuff with that. Shear at that time doesn't look too awfully bad. Not like we're seeing now. See, here's what we got now. This is this weekend. This is wind shear. And basically, whatever juice is here is going to get pushed up into Florida. Wind shear is your upper level winds. You have strong wind shear. It's hard for storms to develop because it just kind of prevents development. So the wind shear through the week. Here's Sunday. A lot of wind shear on Monday. A lot of wind shear. That's why this is Tuesday. A lot of confidence that this thing next week isn't going to develop. But there's a wind shear on Sunday, the following Sunday. Not this Sunday, the following Sunday, 16th. And you can tell the wind shear really relaxes. It's still strong, still 20, 25 knots, but not like we're seeing this week. So could be a little window of opportunity. That's why, it looks a little bit more possible to me that could be the kickstart of the season. we've talked a lot about the MJO coming around and doing its thing, and that's going to help for sure. But that front's just going to linger through the week next week. Man, we got a lot of rain. Even the GFS is showing a surge of moisture the following Tuesday here, the 18th. So there is a window. It's going to have to happen in the Gulf. The Gulf's hot. BOC, Gulf of Mexico. This is fall on Monday. Whatever's lingering down here in the Gulf could have light wind shear. Doesn't quite go out to Tuesday. Here's Monday. This is the Euro. Basically showing you leftover juice getting pulled up. Wind shear doesn't really go out that far yet, but you can see the high pressure locked into Florida. That's going to drive things north. And, here's 10 days out on the Euro for wind shear. And it's showing light wind shear 10 days from now, too. So definitely can see an opportunity for something. I'd hate to have to drive to Louisiana or Texas. That's a long drive on the truck. I had to hang out with you, Jason. We have to give the old transmission a try, huh? So, thank you, buddy, James Fort. That's how you been, man. Shelly, did we ever get an update on Tom from our cruise? How he's doing? Hey, look at that. On your way to Alaska, John. Look at you, man. That is on our bucket list. We have 1 week in July to do vacation, and, I just don't want to go anywhere far. We might go camping at our favorite spot there, Margaritaville and Auburndale. Oh, Tom signed up for the cruise. Well, heck, I guess he's doing good. I just don't want to be far away. We want to take a cruise again, but man, I do not have fun when there's weather to talk about. The diehards know that's true. I canceled 2020. How many trips did we cancel in 2020? I think I canceled like 5 trips. We kept trying to make a trip. I had to cancel it because we had a Tropics, So we might just keep it low key and stay close to home. But Alaska's on our bucket list. I love some food there, Tico. It's got to be spicy. One day we'll do Alaska. Brittany's got a coffee and a case of beer. Yeah. I'd have to bring some Tampa Bay Brewing Company goodies, that's for sure. But I do have a P.O. box, Jason. Yep. Clearwater Beach ruined June 13th to 22. Well, not ruined. You'll have a couple good days in there. It can't rain every day. Desiree. Hey, you been? Desiree. Oh, my God. Long time no see. How are you? Turks and Caicos. Scott. Weird warning with things like that. Well, I don't know. I don't think there's much going on down there. You got a lot of tropical waves down there. Turks and Caicos. But I don't think there's anything other than tropical waves coming. You got this big blob here that's kind of going, but that's just normal. That'll be gone. I don't see much. Let's see here. I don't know. You get a little rain, next couple of days maybe. But that high pressure is going to build in, and I think you'll be all right, man. I don't know. I don't see waves or anything. Here's your wave map. Nothing. So I think you're fine. A little bit of rain, maybe. A little bit of rain, maybe. Let's see if I got. We can look at one more thing here. Yeah, it's crazy. Turks and Caicos a couple of years ago, their government page sent out, they were tracking a hurricane, and it was crazy. They had our page up. they actually they were using our page to give weather briefings. So that was pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, you might that little blob might linger through the weekend, but I think you're all right. I don't know. I don't see nothing too bad. So anyway, so we got rain coming. Colleen, yeah, we did all morning. So you can go back and watch. Oh my God, Matt Blank. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. My boys. Man, a lot of cruisers. I told my buddy James that there's an opportunity to do cruise forecasts, but I kind of biting off way more than I can chew as it is. So anyway, all right. Well, it got me curious on the Turks and Caicos. I don't think there's anything down there to worry about. I got to be sure of that before I say it was solidity. This junk we got now is going to be just I don't see anything. It's just normal off and on rains. Next weekend's not a washout for Florida yet. We gotta be realizing that there's going to be a lingering front here, and it's going to be a lot of juice for somebody. Euro trended a little to the north. I'm surprised. But we can definitely see off and on storms throughout the week next week. Here's Tuesday, here's Wednesday, daytime heating, Thursday, Friday. Just multiple rounds, and it could last through the weekend. I'm a little worried about that, changing things up for the weekend. But here's Friday, next Friday. That front's going to hang out. Here's Saturday next week. Ugh. Mother Nature has a weird way of evening things out. Let me tell you, our lake in the back, I don't think I've ever seen it so low. I don't know why, because it doesn't. I don't think it were any hotter than last year, but we are several inches down. Here's a new drought report that came out yesterday for Florida, and there you go. So more drought. That's fresh. D2 stretching from the same areas from last year. Bradenton, Sarasota. All too well know that area. Manatee from last year. Now up into Hillsborough a little bit. Pinellas right on that edge. D1 all the way over to the East Coast. So Mother Nature has a weird way of evening things out. I'm telling you. It's just nuts how I've seen that. So what's up, Justin from Navarre? How's it going? I bet you they have a good margaritas on this ship, Jason. You're right, Eric. It is getting close. Unless this rain comes, you'll be okay. But, yeah. Keeping the hype low. There's a lot of stress right now with the hurricane season. These forecasts. Some folks think because they say 20-plus storms that you're going to get 20-plus storms. That's not the case. Heck, man. 15 of these 20 could all curve off into the Atlantic and not harm anybody. So nobody knows. You just have to be aware that the season could produce a little more than normal. Comparing years like 05 and 20, I definitely can see East Coast areas that haven't got hit in a while on the Atlantic side, and definitely can see the Upper Gulf, Western Gulf, at least peak season months with the strong high pressure, pushing things more westward than we normally see. El Nino years, we see a lot of storms in the middle Atlantic. La Nina years, you see a lot more storms pushing west with the Bermuda High a little stronger. So that kind of puts more in the Caribbean, and obviously just a lot more people at risk. So we'll have to see. But the wind shear is slowing down next week, so I am curious about this. Nobody else is talking about it yet. So I'm probably wrong. I haven't seen anybody mention it yet. Everybody's focused on the system that isn't going to happen next week. Oh, anyway. All right, a couple more minutes here. We're going to sign off. Lot of, fire risk, Tony. Listen, before I talk about my good buddies, John and Dan there, I do have a fire map down here, and the latest wildfire potential for the month of June is here. So they do have most of Florida Peninsula under a higher risk above normal for wildfires. And that was predicted last month. But the page here itself, Fire Outlook, goes into all the months. It's a cool site. They reduced it in July, August, September. So basically, Florida only has to worry about June. Cool site. I did add a new link. New link alert. Where did I do it at? I can't remember now. I did update one of my emails here. I appreciate it. On the ocean heat content graphic wasn't correct, so we got that fixed. It was updated they didn't update to last January, so I got the fresh one up there. So we got that fixed. I thought I added a new link somewhere. I got all kinds of cool stuff, but we'll save that for a rainy day. We got to have something to talk about next week. But anyway, back to my good buddies, Direct Remodels. Listen, if you live in Florida, across the I-4 corridor, middle of the state, we've already had several of our MWPs go to them. 40% off. Crazy discount just for our fans. It's a legit, as they come, they have a ton of referrals and testimonials. Great company. They're just big fans of our page, and they want to offer a discount. And so 40% off if you're into hurricane windows, impact windows. What are you doing? Come here. Want to say hi? Here's Sarah. So, Shelly, remember you bought her this microphone years ago? Look at this. Say hi, Shelly. Kneel down so everybody can see. That's the camera. You got to kneel down so they can see you. See that? Now look there. Put your head this way a little bit. No, nope, this way. The other way. This way. Now look down. What's your favorite Morgan Wallen song?
Last night I got to talk.
Last night I let the look. All right. You going to go sing now? She loves to sing. She sings hours and hours a day. Where are we going? Hotel? She loves to sing. I don't know if she still has the same mic, but we got about 6 of those now. Everybody buys her mics. We went to the Gulf Coast Jam, and all the singers are using black mics now, and she wants a black one now. So she has a pink one, an orange one, a white one, a blue one. Now she wants a black one. It's crazy. All right. Well, I talked enough. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember, check out the new MWP Crew. MWPcrew.com. And, just want to give everybody a little bit more. We paid a lot of money for that site. So the whole idea is to give our supporters a little extra and have a little chat area. So maybe you like it. Maybe you don't. But Cat 5 supporters is the way to go. You get a shirt and you get the app for free. You get all kinds of stuff. Cat 5s, let's see, Cat 5 yearlies. This is not new. We've been doing this for years. Free app. You get a koozie, you get a sticker, you get 2 stickers. You get a calendar, you get a Christmas card, you get discount on merch, you get a special badge on our new chat, and you get a t-shirt every year that you're another year. So we're entering our 4th year of Cat 5 shirts. And we mail stuff out around Christmas time. So don't get all worked up about it. If you're only signing up to get perks, then you might be disappointed because sometimes we can't respond right away. But we do our best. Anyway, yearly, not monthly. All right, well, that's it. We will be live on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. There's a lot to talk about. I'm going to do a post right now on these rains. I'm a little surprised that these rain totals have come back again for Florida. That's going to be the storyline next week. And then we'll be watching the tropic maps this afternoon to see if more pointing towards the upper Gulf, Western Gulf the following week. That's the only thing I can see on the horizon. So that's it. Have a great weekend. if I see you in Orlando, we'll say cheers. If not, we'll be back Monday at 9:19 Eastern. It'll be our first full week in a long time. We'll be ready for that. All right, see ya.